And so off the tip, it's Albuquerque. Pass to Curry. Down low. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And so here's Albuquerque, following the score by Albuquerque. Wembanyama. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket counts.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Knocked away. Ingram with the steal. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. No good off the front iron. And here we go, Albuquerque, fast break. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside for Wembanyama. Albuquerque again can't hit it. And Albuquerque with the possession. Screen by Poole. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Curry. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. Albuquerque shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good by Curry. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game. That's a fantastic decision by Curry. Defense too focused in on Steph.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Bull. Misses the three. And now Wembanyama pushing it up with no one back to stop him. Bull with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Curry with the steal. They're running. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Albuquerque. They trail by 1. And the foul called on Larry Bird. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
34 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ingram. It's good from the top of the key. And Albuquerque with the possession. Outside Irving. Lets it go with the three. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Irving with the steal. Pass to Petrovic. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Into the lineup for your home team, number 23.
5 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Albuquerque leads by just 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from Albuquerque in this one so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. The shot, no good. On the wing, Irving. Tatum deciding where to go with it. There's Tatum's range on display.
An accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Davis. Right, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Westbrook. Shot clock at 6. The shot, no good. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Fires from the wing. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
The hustle and intensity that Westbrook brings to this team can be infectious.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for 2, Russell Westbrook.
First free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Pass to Embiid. Back to James. Over Tatum. Kicks it out to Williamson. Outside Tatum. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Look, getting inside positioning is what he wants. Like, once that man gets in there and gets moving, oh, he's going to finish that dunk.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point land, Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Here's Robinson. Rebound by Drexler. And so here's Albuquerque. They trail by 1. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Nifty move. Here's Embiid. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Drew Holiday.
Embiid's got his first 2 points. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
On the clock, Davis. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Look, I'm telling you, even in the mid-range, Davis is deadly. He's got the perfect mechanics, and it just works at any distance.
Now here is Holiday. Still scoreless. And Davis sends it back.
You can't take that shot in front of Davis. His reach, his height, come on, man. That was never going to happen.
And so here's Albuquerque. Pass to Tatum. From deep three-point land, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. Offensive rebound. And Embiid detonates for the putback slam.
Love the activity from Embiid, just doing whatever he can to keep plays alive, getting rewarded for it there.
He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Back to Robinson. Oh, and he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Albuquerque out in front, up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Albuquerque trails by 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. A wide open look for Bird. Off target with his 3. And so here's Albuquerque. And here's Ingram from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Ingram's got the game tied up here for Albuquerque.
A smooth shot from Ingram. Shooting with range is definitely an area that he's worked at.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And slam dunk by Ingram.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Curry wide open. And the 3 off target. And Albuquerque with the possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And here's Ingram from the arc.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And again, it's Albuquerque. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Albuquerque trails by 4. Outside Tatum. And Ball sends it back. Screen by Ball. Ingram wide open. Drills it from outside. Ingram's got the lead up to 7 now for Albuquerque. Outside Curry. Shot to stop the run. Here's Garnett. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And the arms of Garnett go on forever. And that length makes him a problem on the offensive glass.
Lets the three fly. And it's Ingram missing. And so here's Albuquerque. Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing. And we're still early in the career of Ingram, but we're seeing why B.I. could be an elite scorer in this league.
Now here's Curry. Oh, Curry making a statement.
I mean, is there anything Steph Curry doesn't do?
For three, Ingram. Rebound by Albuquerque. There's 37 seconds left in the third. Outside Curry. Bird outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's now only a 1-point Albuquerque lead.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch-and-shoot game.
Here's George. Off target at the rim. And here's Davis for three. Oh, big time shot!
Wow. Oh, man, that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Albuquerque leads by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now, here is Irving. Kicks it out to Garnett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Albuquerque trails by 3. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And so here's Albuquerque. Goes up on the wing, and Garnett misses.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
For 3, Ingram. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Ingram with room to shoot. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And this is what Ingram's coaches encourage him to do because they know these kinds of shots get him into rhythm.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. Some changes for Albuquerque. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Albuquerque's coach said to his team. Now, he was quite encouraging in the huddle. He said, look, you're fighting out there, fellas. I can see it. I need you to keep giving everything you have. Bring this one home. See if they can pull it off, guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Inside. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
And to Tacumbo. No good with the layup. Stolen by Bird. Reeves outside. Pass to Bird. Now Wembanyama goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on ball.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
See, it's easy to see why his teammates trust him. He's a leader on this team and loves coming up huge in the clutch.
Here's Ingram. And that one hits back iron. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Fades back. That one good for 2. Ingram's got it all tied up now for Albuquerque.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Ingram. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
Now here's Ingram. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Now a timeout called by Albuquerque. Albuquerque making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Albuquerque on D. A 2-point game. For 3, Ingram. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. 1:09 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Curry. Pass to Wembanyama. Money!
Well, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Here's Howard. Back to Ingram. Takes the 3. It falls! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Howard. And stolen by Wembanyama. Outside Curry. Wembanyama with it. Back to Curry. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And it's a 6-point Albuquerque lead. And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
Williamson from long range. Can't connect. And so Albuquerque takes the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd